Welcome guys, we're here doing our 60-minute yin class, and we're going to start with square pose. So crossing your legs, maybe sitting up on a bolster. This is my client today, Jack. We're social distancing, we're a good 6 feet plus away. So you're going to start with your chin to your chest and just close your eyes here. Perfect. So he's up on a couple towels because we don't have our bolsters and blocks. Then you just let the weight of the head start to stretch the cervical spine, the neck. And if you're a little more flexible, you can start to bring the knees closer together. And then let the throat, the sternum, the heart just start to melt. Good. And the belly is relaxed. Now start to bring your hands, see if you can relax your hands to the mat and maybe come, is that enough? Right there's good, okay. So let's breathe in through the nose, slow deep breath, fill the lungs. And then open your mouth and away tension. We all need this right now. Opening up the back of the spine, breathe in. And then open your mouth and good, a nice forward fold. Inhale, expand the belly, open the mouth, exhaling, nice and even breath. This is calming the mind, starting to relax the body. Deep breath in and out. Good, that's it. So now what we're gonna do, Jack, is we're gonna inhale, stack the vertebrae and sit all the way up. Slowly relaxing the shoulders down. And you're gonna twist over your right leg. Good. And then from here, drop the chin to the chest. You can take that left arm, if it's more comfortable, take that left arm forward. Yes. And then let the weight of the head start to pull you down. Same thing, but we've added a twist. So the rotation is detoxifying. Perfect. We're opening the back body. Soft belly, heavy head. Making sure the face is relaxed. The throat. Breathe in through the nose. Pause. Open the mouth. Maybe sink in a little deeper. Every time you exhale, you kind of wring yourself out. And remember, no pain here. So if anything bothers you, hurts you, you come out. You adjust the posture. One more deep breath in. Open the mouth. Really let the head go. The shoulders round forward. And on your next inhale, you're going to place the vertebrae one on top of the other. As you stack the spine, you come to a seated position. Take as much time as you need. Perfect. And then come back to center. Twist over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale your chin to your chest. And then drop the head heavy. Relaxing the top of the head toward the mat. Feeling the opposite hip heavy. You're rooted and grounded into your mat. We're opening the hips, we're opening the back body. Decompressing the lower back. Whenever you're in a forward fold, a twist is detoxifying. So here we've combined the two. Elevating the hip, sitting on your cushion or whatever you have with you at home. You can help open up the spine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Sitting up on the sitting bones, feel the weight of your tail. Take a deep breath in. Start to place the low spine, one on top of the other, middle thoracic. Eventually to the neck, come back to center. Good. And then what we'll do is stretch the legs out in front of you. So maybe you're on your bolster, your pillow, your blankets, and you just kind of relax the toes, the legs, shake them out. Relax the arms. Inhale, sit up tall. Same idea. We're going to move a little quicker. Chin to chest, let the head fall. Start to come forward, bone by bone. And if you can crawl the arms forward, the fingers toward the feet. Just enough. Remember the Goldilocks effect we always talk about in Yin. Not too much sensation, just enough. They call this one caterpillar. If you're at home, you can hold these postures 1 minute to 5 minutes. With Yin, we want to stay still and stay comfortable. Where are you comfortable enough to breathe and stay for time, whatever that time is? Anywhere up to 5 minutes is awesome. Take a couple of these postures and do them when you first wake up. Do a couple before bedtime. Forward folds are very calming. Good to do at night. Breathe into your back as you inhale. Feel your sides and your back expand. Open your mouth and just let go. Feel what you feel here. Perfectly present in this moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. We're kind of all forced into this Yin time to look inward. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Okay, we're gonna slowly round up. Inhale, bone by bone. Good, really stacking the vertebrae. Shoulders relaxed. When you get there, the head is in place. Okay, we're gonna do something different today. Bend your legs, open your feet. About wider than the shoulders. And the feet are flat on the mat. And from here, you start to do the same thing. Drop your head forward, chin to chest, maybe close your eyes even. And then walk your hands forward a little bit at a time. How does that feel? Good? Okay, a little bit different for today. We're doing our forward folds to open up the back. This really compresses the organs and the glands, starts to move the blood around. So oxygenating your blood with a big, deep inhale and releasing tension, thoughts on the exhale. So this Yin is about letting go and just unfolding, right? No pushing from the outside. Into the connective tissue. So we stress the connective tissue in Yin. We're not stretching the muscles. So it's very important to be in a place where you're supported enough to let go, to give in to gravity. And over time, we become stronger, deeper into that connective tissue, the bones, the ligaments, the joints. The fascia starts to open here and heal, so we gain some mobility with these deep pulls. Take a deep breath in through your nose and open the mouth, relax. The breath is even to calm the mind, and the body will follow. On your next inhale, start to round up one vertebrae on top of the other. Alright, good. So now you're going to take the legs back to almost where you started. Fold the legs. But what I want you to do is see if you can put one foot, there you go, a little higher. So what I want you to do, Jack, is extend the bottom leg. There you go. So that leg comes wherever it falls, above the knee or maybe up to the hip crease. You inhale. Get way up on the sit bones, find the length through the crown, and then drop your chin to your chest. And then start to crawl forward if you can. As you relax your face. And you relax the fingers, the toes. Inhale. Sink in a little deeper as you detoxify. Push out the stale. Inhale the new. Every breath. Moving deeper into yourself. Removing the junk, the blockages. Energy, your chi, your life force, moving through the body nice and evenly, fluidly. Start to feel balanced. One more deep breath in and out. We're doing a few different variations of the forward fold. Nice lower back opening posture, calming posture. On your next deep breath in, round up slowly. Head is always last. And then we shake it out. Change. So change your legs. Inhale, find that length in the spine, and drop the chin. Relax the crown, relax the center of your forehead. That's it. And then start to walk the arms forward a little bit, step by step, little by little, so that you can really be aware when you get to a place where you need to pause. Get to that first edge, they call it. Between the vertebrae, creating lots of space. You can always sit up on your bolster, tilting the hips forward, creating more space. Or your blankets, whatever you have, your pillows at home. As the body starts to open, if you need more sensation, you crawl forward. Otherwise, if it's too intense, back up. You're stimulating the kidneys, the liver, meridians. These are lines of energy through the body. Deep breath in. Open your mouth. Letting go. I'm going to show you a picture here of this gal. If this is not enough, you can overlap the knees. Okay, leave the bottom leg extended for shoelace. Let's take one more deep breath in. Decompress. Open the mouth. Let go of anything you're holding on to. On your next inhale, start to round. Good. Okay, this one feels really good. So I want you to come back to just the legs folded. One more in this position, then we'll change. And you're going to inhale the arms out wide. We're going to mirror each other. So your right arm comes up and your left hand comes down. That's it. So left hand on the mat, bend the elbow, let it drop heavy away from the shoulder, the ear, and then just reach up through this right arm for you, left arm for me. And you can look up or you could look down, so turning the chin left or right, or keeping it straight ahead, neutral. Just feel that stretch, right side body. Good. Breathe into the side body, the ribs. Exhale. One more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Okay, now I want you to take your right arm and bring it down to the mat and drop your head. So now you've incorporated the twist, again, the rotation with your forward fold. Good. Feel that? The ribs start to open, all those little muscles in between the bones. Deep into that connective tissue. Feel the breath traveling up the spine as you inhale, and then down all the way through the tailbone, the back of the hips. Soften the belly. One more inhale. Let the crown of the head fall deeper toward the thigh, the knee, or the mat. And on your next inhale, rounding up slowly. Okay, we start with the side bend, so arms out. Your right hand comes down. Your left arm comes up, and you could turn the chin over either shoulder or just keep it neutral. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Good. So your left hip here is heavy. This is one of my favorites. Opening that low back. One more breath out through the mouth. Okay, now you're going to come over that right thigh and knee. So with a twist, a forward fold combination. Let the head fall. Let the hands fall heavy. Breathing into the back. Feel the back expand, the side body. Good. As you inhale, you expand away from center. As you exhale, you draw closer to center. So you lengthen top to bottom, front to back, side to side, and then feel everything come closer to the midline. Feeling the energy move up the spine to the top of the head, and down the spine to the base, the tailbone. Feeling the back expand. One more breath. Warm up. We're going to round up bone by bone on the next inhale. Okay, good. So we're going to come into toe stretch, toe squat as sort of a in-between. Our favorite. Get rid of your props, just move them to the side and tuck the toes under so you're on the balls of the feet. Big toe, little toe are down. Now, if this is too much, you can bring your hands in front of you. That's it, perfect. And then if you feel like you need some more, then you sit back on the heels. So you can sort of go in between. You could even bring your hands to your heart. Opening the feet, all these energy centers along the feet. We don't pay attention to these poor little feet, right? We step in some shoes and they carry us through everything. The feet also connect, obviously, up through the lower legs, the knees, hips, lower back. Lots of deep breathing in this one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Anytime you really want to release energy, you open your mouth and you really push the air out completely. That's it. There, deep inhale, deeper exhale, last breath in, and out. Okay, from here, I think this is a good time to come into our tabletop. I'll talk you through it, Jack, you know these. So your hands are in line with your shoulders, and your knees are in line with your hips, perfect. And then we do a few cat-cows. So I want you to tuck your chin into your chest and round your mid to upper spine. And then look up and let the belly fall as you open the heart space, good. So a few times we exhale, squeeze the air out, perfect. Inhale, opening the throat, opening the chest, relax the shoulders, good. Two more, exhale, round. And inhale, lengthen. Coming back to neutral. How about right arm to the right for thread the needle? So from here, you reach the back of the palm through and under your left arm until your shoulder and the side of your head are resting on the mat. Perfect. Feel good? All right, I've got my timer on my phone. So, 2 minutes today. We're gonna move through some more exercises today, so you can always stay here for 5 minutes if you need it. twisting the spine. A little bit differently this time. We're wringing ourselves out. Beautiful thing. So I want you to come back to your breathing. If you notice your mind wandering off and that you're leaving your body, you come back and pay attention to your breath. The body is still and the breath is calm. Unaffected by the things swirling around you, outside of you. Stillness in the body means the muscles are inactive. And every time we move, we engage our muscles. The muscles naturally want to take any stretch in the body. That's the muscle's job, right? To protect the joints. So if we keep the muscles quiet, we can allow the effect of a deep stretch to sink in deeper to the joints. When we move, we use a lot of energy. Stillness of the body leads to a quieting of the breath, a quieting of the mind. Unruffled by anything. Slow breath, deep breath, keep it even. And if the lips are sealed, you feel that breath in the back of the throat and you listen to it, kind of like the ocean. Very calming sound, soft, rhythmic. Very gentle in this yin practice, no force. Let's take one more inhale. One more exhale. And on the next inhale, return to your tabletop, neutral spine. Good. Other side, left arm reaches out to the left, hand in line with the shoulder. Then you thread the needle. Good. Back of the hand comes down and through. Close your eyes here. Option to sit the hips back, but if this works, hips over the knees, this is perfect. And then some options with the right arm. You can keep the right elbow bent, palm down. This is perfect. Option to extend the arm forward. Some people like to wrap it around the waist at some point, maybe midway through if you need more sensation. So you find what works for you right here. Just enough feeling. Relax the belly and the heart, the tops of the feet. Very important to focus on the shins, relaxing the knees. You can always put some padding under the knees, the shins here. And you come back to that oceanic breath in through the nose, out through the nose. The breath hugs the back of the throat. Settling in, we wait without moving. This is our resolution, our commitment. No matter what urges arise in the mind, no matter what sensations arise in the body, we remain still. So this is really what yin is. The exception is pain. If you're struggling, come out of it. Move into something a little more simple, maybe a child's pose. Maybe you take a shavasana and you lie on your back. Once the body starts to open, this is an invitation to go deeper. Or to remain. For time, so today we're only doing 2 minutes in our twist, our thread the needle twist. Twisting the cervical spine, the thoracic, into the lower back. Relaxing the back of the hips. Nice calm energy. To these yin tissues that we exercise here are not elastic. They do not respond well to constant movement. They require long holds, traction to be stimulated properly. So this is why we stay for 2 to 5 minutes or so. Take a deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth, letting go. Good. We're going to come back to neutral and sit back into a child's pose. Hips come down toward the heels, the knees can open to the edges of the mat. Good. Your arms can be extended in front or behind you. Sometimes it's nice to overlap the forearms and rest your forehead down. This is good. So your hips sink heavy toward the heels. You feel the tailbone just dangling toward the earth. Bringing your attention to the back of your pelvis. This is your sacrum. This upside down triangular fused vertebrae that make up the back of the pelvis. Let the energy travel up the spine, softening the belly. Your solar plexus. This is your fire, your willpower. So right now we're having to just allow that fire, that drive to dim, right? To relax. And we listen to the breath. And resist the urge to move. They call this sitting with yourself. Lots of times we stay busy and distracted externally. We have no idea what's going on inside. And we're stretching that deep fascia here, opening the back body. Feel the forehead relaxing, the face, the upper jaw, the chin. Feeling the throat space. Notice if it's tense, restricted. The chest, the heart. The fascia can vary in density depending on where it is and what it's being used for. Our lifestyle, stress, anxiety, emotions get trapped in the fascia. Embedded deep inside the fascia are tissues of the muscle, blood vessels that wind through the body. So we open this up. This opens up our range of motion, allows us to build strength deeper into the body. Everything is interconnected. All the tissues work together. And the organs connected through the fascia. Take a deep breath in and see if you can feel your back body rise toward the sky. Open the mouth, exhale, and let the body fall toward the earth. Good. You're going to come onto your stomach next for Sphinx pose. So you're going to lie down And let the legs come all the way down on your belly, either way. You can go sideways. Oh, you're going into frog. Go into the one all the way down on your stomach. So it looks like this. Now your elbows are in line with your shoulders and your palms can be down or you can make fist. Yeah, now you're gonna look straight ahead first. See if you can relax your shoulders down and then feel your chest coming forward and up, out and up. So good. Relaxing the feet, the legs, the glutes. This is a mild compression of the spine, so it's an extension of the spine. Even though it seems kind of neutral, you are extending your back bending. Now, options, you can drop the chin to the chest and let the head actually hang forward and kind of the chest will cave in, the shoulders may come up. That's actually okay. That's opening up under the scapula. Now your next option is to come up to a seal. You can try it. This is the one where we place our hands down, palms down, fingers spread out. Stay on your belly. Now just put your palms down, and start to straighten your elbows. Yep. So walk your hands back toward you. Too much on your lower back? Okay. Come back down to your belly. Come all the way down and just rest. You could rest all the way if you want. Forehead down and just let your back relax for a second. All right, now we're gonna come into the one you wanted to do. Our favorite. We'll do this with you. All right, so here's where you might want, I think the carpet's good, right? Open the knees in line with your hips. This is when the carpet comes in handy. And then the elbows are under the shoulders. Good, and you drop your head here. So you find that perfect place, just enough. All right, so Jack, what I want you to do is bring your arms forward a little bit, even more so that your knees are truly in line with your hips. So you see how you're, no, come back up. Come back up like this. See how your knees were here.
Okay.
Your knees are in line with your hips.
Oh, like that?
Yes, now put your elbows down.
Okay.
Yes, but don't sink back.
Okay.
Does that feel different?
Sure.
Okay. Frog pose. Much better with carpet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need a carpeted yin studio. All right, you can relax your head. Is that okay on your neck? Okay, so we come back to the breath. Deep hip opener. Everything gets trapped in the hips and they're tight from walking, running, biking. Hopefully everybody can get outside and bike and get some UV light that we need these days. So don't forget to breathe, right? Inhale, exhale. And with every breath, I want you to imagine your bones could start to change texture. And they soften as your body opens. Your knees may start to open a little wider away from center. That's okay. And your hips will start to sink back little by little. So restrictions in our movement, day-to-day life, everything we do could be from the fascia being short and tight. That fascia allows sliding surfaces of adjacent muscle groups. So when it's dry, they're not sliding, they're not moving as well. They're starting to stick. The adhesions are made of collagen fibers. Every night as we sleep, our body produces fuzz between the muscle groups. So in the morning we stretch, move around, we do our yoga practice, we break the fuzz. If you're injured, the fuzz doesn't get broken, right? So this is a great way to untangle ourselves, keep ourselves healthy. If you're injured, scar tissue can build up, and that can impede the sliding surfaces as well. So you can practice these postures more restoratively with support, with blankets, with props. That's where they come in, the bolsters, the pillows. Breaking down that stiff scar tissue. Allowing things to move. No stagnant energy. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth here and really sink in. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, my friend. We're going to come into one of our favorites. So into the low lunge. Start in tabletop. Walk your hands forward in front of the shoulders, 2-3 inches. So now you've got more space between the knees and the wrist. And then from here, you're going to step either foot through. So whichever one you want to start with, step it through into your low lunge. Walk it through. You got it. Oh yeah. All right. This is where we're going. So good. Back foot is down, back shin is into the mat. That's it. You can drop your head here. See if you can just let the hips start to come forward. Yep, that front knee is over the ankle. This is the first step. Hip flexor on the left side, so you're feeling that deep, strong muscle there. Connects the lower body to the spine, the femur to the spine. And again, gets tight with everything we do. Everything we don't do, sitting, included here. Stress, anxiety. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, as you start to open, you could take the right hand and bring it inside of the right foot. You can also inch that right foot forward a little bit if you need more space. Yeah. And then stay here for a few deep breaths. In and out. Keeping us mobile, keeping us young. Breathe in, expand the back. And breathe out, let the hips come forward. Option in this low lunge is to lower the elbows down. I wouldn't, Jack. I think you're good there. You could also kind of inch the right foot out to the right a little bit. You do that one, yep. And then let that right knee open to the right. Yes. So this is our low dragon. And now we're winging that right knee out to the right. Just changing it up a little bit. As long as it's okay with your neck, allow the head to hang, allow the face, the skin, the muscles to be soft. throat, no tension in the throat, so that the breath can really move into the heart, into the belly, and into the hips, where we really need that oxygen and blood. Alright, so now you walk that right foot back into where you started. Right hand goes on the outside of the right foot. Once you get there, start to straighten the right knee, hamstring stretch. So that left hip is perfect. So over the knee, you got it. And you kind of work your way to extension with the right leg. It doesn't have to be absolutely straight. Good. Two options. You can lift the chest and lengthen the spine, or you could drop the head and round the spine. Feel that? Good. Opening the right leg, the back of the right leg, the hamstring, the calf. Some of you may want to pull the right toes up toward the nose. You don't have to. Remember, you get into a place where you feel something. You stay for time. You try to resist. Anything extra. It's just you, the breath, relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. You have everything that you need here in this moment. Alright, we're going to come into our favorite, pigeon or swan. So you can bend your right knee this way. And then option now with the back leg is to keep it straight right behind you, or you can bend it, and you could even sit down into that right hip. There you go. There you go. Now, last modification is to walk the arms over to the left. Good? You're good there. Okay. Model today. And then you relax, maybe even placing something under your forehead. You could take those blankets, make a little pillow. That looks way more comfy. Alright, pigeon pose. If pigeon is too much, you have the option to lie down on your back, and then you take one leg across the other thigh and you pull your legs into your chest, and that becomes the same exact posture, just supported on your back. We call it a figure four. And I'll see if I've got some cool pictures in here. Let's see what we got. We're working our way up to our favorite, our twist. Happy baby, all that good stuff. A couple more postures. So we're taking an hour-ish out of our day today. You could take a few minutes and do one or two postures. Come back to it when you're ready. We're focusing on hips, low back, spine. We will do a nice shoulder opener before we end today. We've done our dragons, our deep hip and groin opener, hip flexors, quads. About a count of 3 or 4. Exhale, same amount. Sama, prana, even life force. Moving that energy through the body. I want you this time to inhale and feel the breath travel down to the tailbone. And as as you exhale, let the breath travel up the spine to the heart. Do that a few times. Inhale the breath down to the back of the hips. And as you exhale, feel the energy travel up, touching the heart. One more time. Inhale the breath down to the back of the pelvis, the tailbone, and up all the way to the forehead. Feel it touch the forehead, softening the space in the center of the forehead. Alright, we're going to do this whole series on the other side now. Slowly find your way out. I think you should shake your legs out, maybe. You could even take what you're doing, Jack, the hands back like that, and do a couple of windshield wipers. Remember these? Yeah, just sort of knees to the side. Feels good. Might get a couple pops. Alright, snap, crackle, pops, and we switch. Start on all fours, and then walk your hands forward a little bit to make more room between the hands and the knees, so that foot can come through between the hands. Yep, closer to the left thumb until the knee is over the ankle. That's perfect. If you feel like you need more space, you could even scooch the right leg back behind you, but I think you're good, right? Okay. And then relax. Ah, there it is. Back of the hips come forward, tailbone comes forward and down. You're just giving in. If you could imagine your bones hanging, sort of dangling as you give in to gravity. Let gravity do the work. Maybe take your left hand on the inside of your left foot. That way, inside, yep. Inching that left foot forward sometimes helps. Perfect. And you're breathing. Inhale, down to the hips. Exhale, up to the heart. Left foot over to the left a little bit, allowing your knee to drop open to the left. Good. And you can roll onto the outer edge of that foot. That's it. So it kind of looks like that. You can always come down to the forearms, maybe take a twist, looking over the shoulder, lifting the chest to the sky. Otherwise, you're always releasing the crown, the forehead, the throat, and the heart. And you come back to the first version. So the foot comes back into center and the left hand comes to the outside of the foot. Yep, and then you make your way. No, I lied. Come back. This one. Hamstring. So that's good. The hip can come down to the heel. You're straightening. So now he's fully extended the left leg. Maybe even flex your foot back, your toes back. Yeah, that way. So you can stay vertical. You could come forward. So you could come forward as much as you want. You're going to feel more right in the back of that left leg. So option to sit like Jack is on the heel, or to keep the hips above the knee. You can keep your left leg bent. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's just where you can breathe and feel a little sensation without overdoing anything, without pain. So make sure that you can relax What if you walk your hands forward, Jack, a little bit? Yeah. You could still stay seated, but just bring the arms. No? Okay. The arms are helping you kind of balance here. Little kickstands. So just make sure that there's no tension creeping up into the shoulders and neck. All right, now we're gonna go into our favorite, pigeon, which is swan. This is called swan and yin. Bend the front knee. That foot can be close to the hip. You roll the hip forward, back leg is straight. Then decide if you want to bend the back knee and go into more of what they call deer. Yes, that's a deer pose. And then you crawl forward. You play with the position, maybe walk the hands to the right or the left, whatever you need. If you find a place that feels really good to you, take that. And you breathe. Softening the fingers and the toes. The face and the hips. Deep breath is activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. This is where we heal. And just allowing that chi, that energy to move through the whole body, up and down the spine. Through the limbs. Soften the belly. Top of the head. And just listen to the breath. In a very passive state here. You listen to the breath. Removing deep blockages. One more deep breath in and let it go. Alright, we're going to find our way onto our back. Finally, we're going to work our way to Shavasana. So we're going to start with a twist. Hug the knees in to the chest. Open the arms out wide. And then let the knees fall to the right. Maybe you look to your left. Or keep the gaze centered toward the ceiling. Or over the right shoulder. Either way is fine. Do you need anything under your knees? Nope. Yes. So that left shoulder is heavy as well as the right. If you need more, you bring the knees closer to the right shoulder. If you need less, you can straighten the legs kind of down away from the head. Detoxifying, feeling that wringing out motion of the vertebrae twisting. Keeping the space between the bones nice and juicy, healthy, mobile. You could start to straighten the top leg if you wanted to add more. You don't have to move at all. That's the beauty of this practice. All you have to do is be still. Come back to your breath. Listen to it. Elongate it. They say if you elongate the breath, you you elongate the spine. You elongate your life. This feels so good. Alright, one more deep breath in. Open the mouth. Come back to center slowly on your next inhale. You can hug your knees into your chest. You could shake the legs out. You could even rest on your back. Otherwise, yeah, nice little circles, good. We go the other way when you're ready. So hug the knees in. Open the arms out wide. Let the knees fall to the left as you look to the right. Maybe keeping the head in neutral. Spine. Let's see if we can switch this. You could even look to the left. Whatever feels good on your neck. Feel the weight of your body, your feet, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. Relaxing the tailbone, the back of the pelvis, and the belly, letting that fire dim. Notice your heart. Notice if you're tense or restricted in the heart and the throat. Use your breath as an internal massage. Inhale, expand, and on the exhale, you soften. Option to extend the top leg. You could extend the bottom leg. Right shoulder heavy, relaxing the elbows, the wrists, the palms. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly come back to center, hug both knees into your chest. Maybe circle the knees around one way, massaging the back, and then go the other way. All right, let's go into a happy baby. And we're gonna do a shoulder stretch, and then we will rest. So let the knees open, good. Then options, so you could stay here. You could open the feet. You could place the feet down. I think you usually do the reclined butterfly, don't you? Good. Perfect. The knees are opening wide. Soles of the feet are pressing together, and then you just relax the feet, the knees, the ankles, the hips. As you inhale, see if you can expand the belly like a balloon. Fill it up, fill it up. Open the mouth, deflate. Feel that whole body deflating. Inhale, belly, now ribs. Expand and then deflate. Let's do that again. Belly, ribs, heart, and deflate. Heart, ribs, belly. Inhaling up to the collarbone. Exhale. Feel the weight of your whole body. Each vertebrae of the spine is softening into the mat as if you could leave your imprint in the mat beneath you. So everything starts with the spine. You start to find stillness in the body, in the breath. Mind, everything united. So the definition of yoga is unity, or to yoke. To yoke, to harness, to control the mind through the breath. is really our yoga practice. So the movement is the icing on the cake, keeping this body that you live in mobile so that you can enjoy life to the fullest. We're fortunate to have this beautiful weather outside, blue skies, the sun. This yoga practice teaches us to take time out to just be. Slowly start to lengthen your legs out beneath you. So you're going to straighten the legs all the way down, let the toes fall out. And you are magically in a Shavasana. But before we end, I want you to take your arms and give yourself a big hug. So wrap them around in front of you. No, like this. Like, yeah, and hug yourself. A little stretch here. Yeah, you can rock side to side. You could curl the chin to the chest and take a little forward fold if that feels good. And then maybe reach the arms up overhead, grab the elbows. Yeah, all the way up. Can you hold each elbow like this? Ooh, you are tight there. That's where you've had surgeries and things. Is that okay?
Yep.
And then how about before we rest, a little banana asana, they call it. So do you remember this one? Stay where you are. Walk your right foot to the right. Bring your left foot to your right foot, or cross it over at the ankles. And then arms can just be on the mat over your head. You could grab the elbows. You could hug yourself. Jack, you could even do like an eagle arm. How about this for your shoulders? Yeah, so you can do thumb. You don't have to get hamstring. Or same thing kind of happens here on this hug. The shoulders, that one better. Just feel okay? So relax your left hip down. Yep. Now do you feel a stretch on the left side?
Yes.
Good. Okay, if you want, you can just open the arms and relax too, if that feels better. Left side body opens. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, then come back to neutral. So release your top leg. Walk your left foot over. Your right foot comes to meet it. You can cross the ankles. And then the body does kind of the same idea. You reach up, lengthen, and then you reach over. And you create this half moon kind of banana shape. Now what tends to happen is the right shoulder will come up off the mat. Yep. So I think for you, Jack, you should do the hug yourself or the eagle arms. Right hip down. Heavy, and then breathe into the belly, feel it rise, and feel it fall. There it is. Inhaling, feel the breath come down into the pelvis. Exhale, feel it come up to the heart. Release your arms down your sides with your palms facing up. Bring your head in line with your tailbone, so bring your knees and ankles back to center. Let the toes fall open for final Shavasana. Palms are always up. The eyes are closed down. You're opening the heart, and this is where you're just allowing the benefits to sink in. Let the breath come back to an unforced, natural state, your natural rhythm. Relaxing your toes. Feel the weight of your feet as if somebody was pouring sand into the toes, trickling down into the foot, the ankle, the heel. And then that heavy weighted sand is going to travel up the shins, to the knees, right side, left side. Feel the weight. Your thighs are becoming heavy. Filling the pelvis, the back of the hips, tailbone, sacrum. Filling the belly. Feel the weight of each of your vertebrae. The ribs. All the way up the spine to the neck. Your 7 cervical vertebrae. Down through the upper arm, the inner elbows. Your palms, each of your fingers heavy. Feel the weight as you surrender. The back of your head. Relaxing your skin. All of the muscles falling away from the bones. Feel the weight of your organs. Fresh oxygenated blood to move through the body, to heal the tissue, to digest. Relaxing your emotional body, your mind, allowing your thoughts to just come and go without clinging, without attaching. When you find balance, you find peace and harmony. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose. And on this exhale, let go of anything that is still lingering, mentally, physically, emotionally. And know that you can always slow down. You can always breathe deeper. And find the stillness within you. You're not searching for it outside of yourself, but finding it by closing your eyes and connecting inward. Thank you, friends, for joining me today. I hope you feel good. Namaste.
Namaste.